Amay sir, our HOD department, MBA department. Sir is there.
Hello.
Yeah, हाँ जी sir.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, first of all, I would welcome on behalf of JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering, MBA department. I welcome Brigadier Baljit Singh Gill, sir, and I welcome Lieutenant Colonel Ganesh Babu, sir, for this session. And definitely the introduction, self-introduction that you have given, it is like wonderful, and it is pride for all of us that we are having such a good speaker with us, and definitely you would be sharing your experience and you would be sharing your knowledge, and that will be value addition for all the students as well as faculty members. I'm sure, sir, that you will be also enjoy the session, and you will be also have interaction with the faculty members and students. So once again, I welcome both of you for this session, and thank you very much. I would request you to please start with your session. Over to you, madam.
Yeah. Good morning, Gil sir. Good morning, Ganesh sir. Myself, Dr. Meenakshi Dugal. I am faculty in MBA department under guidance of Amay sir. Sir is our MBA department HOD. And with a small introduction of Ganesh sir, Lieutenant Colonel Ganesh sir is having served in the army for more than 30 years. And he has taken VRS. Sir has started his own training and consultancy services by the name Academy for Skills Development at Pune, and conduct a program called Self-Management Leadership. Sir is taking various programs based upon this self-management leadership concept. Sir is also a guest speaker in Brahma Kumari's organization. Sir is a visiting faculty in various renowned institutes as well as in renowned universities like Pune University, Annamalai University, Army Institute of Technology. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation. Ganesh, sir, please take over session.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity, and welcome to all the participants. I hope your students are already in, and I hope more people join. First of all, my Professor Sawant ko I'll write to thank you for giving this opportunity. I was going through the website. It says a good heart, head and heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. So, my institute is Academy for Life Skills Development. There also I'm, touching this head and heart ka concept. So I'm sure there is a connect between the organization, my organization, Little One, and JSPM. And I want to especially thank Principal Dr. R.K. Jain, Dr. Amay Chaudhary, HOD MBA, Dr. Meenakshi Dugal, and Professor Sawant, who introduced me to Mrs. Dr. Meenakshi Dugal, ma'am. So that is there. Now we are living in a difficult time, coronavirus, lockdown restrictions. And I told you last time also when I showed you this presentation, one of the most beautiful WhatsApp forward I got it, if you can't go outside, go inside. So in continuation with that, today's topic is self-awareness, key to success. Now this appears like a spiritual topic, self-awareness, introspection, all that. But then the point is that unless we know ourselves, it is difficult to understand others. So a little introspection never hurts. So that's the idea behind this. And since I'm addressing management students, the modern management is a Western concept. It teaches us to manage 5 M's of the outer world. That is men, material, machine, method, and money. So that's a Western concept. It started from defense. World War mein aap logon ko that thing is already known. But what I'm going to tell you is that you cannot manage the 5 M's of the outer world if you cannot manage 1 M of the inner world. That's your mind. So if you can manage the world inside you, you can manage the world outside you. So today you will see that we have so much of management is there, resource management, material management, everything. But you can see that much of mismanagement also. It is primarily happening that we are so focused with the world outside that we are got disconnected from the world inside. So the idea behind self-awareness is that unless we manage ourselves, it becomes difficult to manage others, whether it is relationship or whether it's our profession. So in fact, there is a complete course in itself. It is called self-management leadership. So the concept that I'm going to talk about is self-management leadership, and within that, the importance of self-awareness. Now, just to give a background of this, we live in two worlds. One is our inner world, which is not visible through our five sense perception. And the second is the outer world, which we can perceive using our five sense perception. And if you are in conflict in our inner world, then we are in conflict in our outer world. And similarly, if you are in harmony in our inner world, you are in harmony in your outer world. So that's the whole idea about the management that I'm going to talk about. एंड इसका बहुत सुंदर एग्जांपल है महाभारत का. ये युद्ध स्टार्ट हो चुका है एंड अ वेरी केपेबल पर्सन लाइक अर्जुना रिफ्यूजेस टू फाइट. What was the problem? Was it capacity problem, resource problem? No, it was the turbulence in his inner world. So if you are in conflict in an inner world, we are in conflict in an outer world. Today, Corona has put all of us into a spin. We don't know what is the future. There's so much of uncertainty. So even when the external world is turbulence, the inner world should be at peace. बाहर की परिस्थिति मेरे मनस्थिति को नहीं डिस्टर्ब करना चाहिए. And that can only happen when we know how to take charge of our inner dimensions. So, this Mahabharata mein 18 chapters through Gita, Krishna had to, communicate to Arjuna to get him out of this sinking feeling. So in the same way, I think all of us are modern Arjunas. We have our own inner conflicts, and Corona has only multiplied it. So in that environment, unless we manage the world within us, it becomes extremely, extremely difficult to manage the world outside. There is so much of uncertainty. So that's the philosophy. And in fact, there is a full-fledged MBA on the topic that I'm going to talk. In fact, I have done it, and that MBA is called MBA in Self-Management and Crisis Management. It is offered by Annamalai University in collaboration with Brahma Kumaris. Today, it is also offered by a couple of other institutes, including one in Maharashtra. I'm not getting the name. So if you see principles of management, managerial economic, organizational behavior, now these, ye jo jitne bhi highlighted, these are the spiritual dimension, values for managerial performance, healthy lifestyle for managers, synthesis of spirituality and crisis management, managing the self. So this is the second year syllabus: human resource management, marketing management, financial management, and self-management leadership. Then spirituality for managerial excellence, and anger management, stress management, and dissertation, all those. So if you see, the topics are common, but 50% is spirituality. Is MBA ke aadhar par I'm conducting a lot of classes, and I find there is a missing dimension today. Our focus on life is unidirectional. Success ka definition itself has become very, very distorted. So sometime if I get a chance, I'll talk more about this. So today's topic is self-awareness, key to success. There are two words. One is self-awareness, second is success. Everybody wants success, but we need to define what that success means.
We call this student portal. It's learn.byju's.com portal now. Okay. In this portal, you will be finding all the topics. Yeah, whatever in the entire Bangalore also. You just let us know the topic, you write there, and you will give you a portal like a Google.
I'm sorry, there's some audio disturbance. So what I was telling you was, there are two components. So first, success is fine, but we need to define success means what to us. Everybody has got different definition of success. To understand this, I'll just give you a little example. Now, a car has got 4 tires. And I think all of us will agree that all our 4 tires should be in balance. Only then the car will function properly. In the same analogy, our life also has to be very, very clearly understood. It also has 4 dimensions. When a child is born, the child grows in 4 dimensions: the physical dimension, the intellectual dimension, the emotional dimension, and the value dimension. So these are like the 4 tires of the car. Now, I'm sure all of you will agree that one tire cannot be more important than the other. If you pay only on one tire, it will definitely not give us the kind of result that we are looking for. So that is where we have to understand what is our definition of success. Kahin aisa na ho ki we only run for one dimension of success, ignoring the other 3. That will create a lot of imbalance. To understand this, when a child is born and it grows, the child has to grow on 4 dimensions. One dimension is visible, which is the physical dimension. The body grows. So when a child was born, it was about 2-3 kgs, and today it is about 50 kgs, 60 kgs. That is a physical dimension, and we take care of that. But there are 3 other dimensions of growth which are not visible. And the second dimension is the intellectual growth. Like JSPM is involved in educating children. Professor Samant ne head and heart ki baat boli. So this is the head dimension. And intellectual growth ka one of the important thing is decision making. And management में भी आप लोग हम सब decision making process उसके various formats वगैरह बताते हैं. And it is not only academics में 98%. Academic intelligence is one, but only your academic intelligence is of no use if you don't know how to handle our issues in life. So academic intelligence is one dimension of intelligence, and unfortunately in Indian education system, it is based on rote memory, so it does not give us the dividends that it is supposed to give. Next is the emotional dimension. Professor Samant के उसी website के उसमें लिखा था head and heart. This is the heart dimension. This is the interpersonal dimension of our existence. Relational dimension. My relationship with myself, my relationship with others, self-awareness. Self-awareness, today's topic is concerning that. Self-awareness, self-regulation, internal motivation, empathy, social awareness, social regulation. So this is about the social. And the last and the highest is the spiritual dimension, or the energy dimension, or the consciousness dimension. This is the highest existence of our human life. But unfortunately today our education system is only focusing on one dimension, that also academics, and wo bhi unfortunately ratta, rote memory, 3 idiots. So if my child gets 98%, he is successful academically. If he gets a good job, he is successful. But no, life, there has to be a balance. You cannot have a table with only one leg strong, others missing, oblique, weak. In the same way, we need to redefine our definition of success. Otherwise, हम लोग बहुत pressure में आ जाते हैं. So till here, that's it. Now, that means at each stage of life, all of us have to take decisions in life. Now, the decisions, each decision also comes with a consequence. And decision-making management, since I'm addressing management students, now we all understand there are various stages of decision-making, you know, identification problem, decision criteria, allocating weightage and all. This I will not elaborate because management students को आपको पहले ये पता होगा. And then we also know there are various styles of decision-making, you know, directive style, analytical, conceptual, behavioral, all those. We'll not get into this. But what we will talk about is, whatever decision you want to take, whatever aspirations all of us want to achieve, including you and me, whether it's my child or whether it's my parents or whether it's the faculty, student, whoever, we need to understand what are our strengths and weaknesses. Unless we understand the strength of weaknesses of this car, we cannot undertake a long journey. And the strength and weaknesses cannot be taken only of one tire. We have to take stock of all the 4 tires. And management में हम लोग इसके लिए हम SWOT analysis करते हैं. This SWOT analysis can be done on an organization and it can also be done on individual. So we are not talking about organization, we are talking about self-aware, self के ऊपर. So this is where I'm going to introduce you to concept of self-awareness, through which success की बात करने के लिए. To understand this, we have to understand our life is a journey between 2 letters, the letter B and letter D. And B stands for birth, and D for death. This is the journey. All of us, whether we achieve success, whether we don't achieve success, this is our journey. And if death is the ultimate goal, then there are intermediate stages of life. So all of us are going to reach the final goal, that's death. Na samay ka pata, na time ka pata, but this is our journey. And in the journey, there are various stages, and all of us are at different stages of our life. Your students are here at this stage, graduation nahi hue, some people are at the job, some get married, all those things, and we pass through various stages. Between the letter B and D, between the letter B and D, there is another letter, that is C, and C stands for choice. C stands for choice. So between the stimulus and the response, we have the freedom of choice. Between the stimulus and the response, we have the freedom of choice. But ध्यान ये देना है, we only have the freedom of choice. But once this freedom of choice comes out as a decision, this decision will come with a consequence. And this consequence does not give you any choice. There is only one option to accept it. So Dubara, between the stimulus and the response, all of us have the freedom of choice. But once this freedom of choice is exercised and it becomes a decision, each decision in our life will come with a consequence. And the consequence, you have no choice but to accept it. So it makes sense that before we take a decision, we spend time in analyzing the quality of our choices so that we are comfortable with the consequence that we are faced. So this, I say, it is the proactive decision-making model where you and me are able to analyze the consequences of our decision before we exercise our choice so that we are able to take responsibility for the outcome, whether good or bad. कोरोना में ये प्रॉब्लम हो गया, गलवान वैली में मोदी जी ने सम डिसीजन लिया, डिमोनेटाइजेशन किया, every decision will come with a consequence. So it is very, very intelligent on our part, and as each point, and if you understand how to exercise this freedom of choice, I think we can become better managers in life. So that's the whole idea. So once again, between the stimulus and the response, we have the freedom of choice. इस freedom of choice को अगर हमने improve करना है तो हमें 5 faculties को, internal faculties को improve करना पड़ेगा. One is a high degree of self-awareness. Second is learning from your past experience. Third is enhancing your ability to imagine. Next is we should be alert to the voice of our inner conscious, and the last is independent will, Ichha Shakti. Now self-awareness, today's topic, so I'll dwell about it. Learning from the past experiences, we would have made a lot of mistakes, but if you don't have the skill to understand and learn from that, we will keep repeating that mistake. And once a mistake is repeated, it is no more a mistake, it is a habit, and it needs to be corrected. Now imagination, and to do this, we need to have a management में हम इसको बोलते हैं, we need to have critical thinking. Unless we have that analytical skills, unless we have the keen observation. So this is identification of the problem wala. Imagination is futuristic thinking. It requires creative thinking, out of the box. I call it, critical thinking, I call it Sarpa Drishti. Creative thinking, I call it Garud Drishti. So we all of us are managers in our own way. We need to have both the vision. Sarpa Drishti to identify the problem, Garud Drishti to create options and, get back to our goal in spite of the obstacle. So Corona or no Corona, our goal has to be achieved. So that vision, it requires imagination. This is the moral component of within us. All of us have this component. Only thing is, many times we ignore it for the want of success. So the means adopted to achieve the success is also as important as the end cannot justify the means. So that clarity, this is about our value system and the recognition of our inner voice. And last is independent will. This is about your Ichha Shakti, ability to take decisions under complex environment and multiple influences, but the decision cannot be under the influence of external sources. You can take input, you can analyze it, evaluate it, but when you take a decision, it should be your decision and you should be accountable for that. That kind of inner strength is required to become, leaders of today's world. And the world is today very complex. So I'll not dwell about these things, but I will take something in such a manner that when I cover self-awareness, all these things will automatically get covered. Somebody just type if my voice is clear, because I am muted, all of you. Just type yes. Okay, Upmanyu Ray, thank you. I'm muted just to make the noise low. So let us understand self-awareness. What does, in very, very simplistic term, what does self-awareness mean? Self-awareness is having a very clear perception of your personality, including your strengths and weaknesses, your thoughts, your belief system, your value system, your needs, your motives, and your emotions. So if you understand your own inner dimension, it is like understanding the world within you. And when you understand the world within you, it helps us to understand the world outside us. So a clear perception. Perception का मतलब क्या है? There is always a perception and reality. दृष्टि सबका same है, लेकिन सबका दृष्टिकोण अलग है. So you and me can see the same event, but the way we perceive it can be completely different because drishti hum dono ka same hai, but drishtikon alag hai. So I need to understand how do I recognize my own self. This is my self concept, my understanding about my own self. My personality, it's a complex word, will not touch it here. Now, in a journey, we should know what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. Unless we recognize this, we cannot achieve our aim. Nahi to hamare aims can become very lofty with no foundations to achieve them. We'll talk about it. Thoughts. Thoughts ko I call it Gangotri. This is the energy which drives our life. So the quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our choices. So we need to have a clear understanding. I call it Gangotri. Gangotri ki quality will determine the quality of Ganga. So Ganga मेरे वचन में आ सकता है, मेरे एक्शन में आ सकता है, मेरे राइटिंग में आ सकता है. So there has to be a harmony or a congruence between what I think, what I speak, and what I do. I call it congruence between your mansa, vacha, and karmana. This we have to develop to take effective decision. Next is belief system. Many times our belief system becomes limiting force. So the way I belief system operates within me, it influences the way I think. So if I have a limiting belief system, our mind will get limited with that, because it's like running a car with the handbrakes on. So we should understand what are the belief systems within us, which is prohibiting us from accelerating and which is, helping us to operate. And all those belief systems which are faulty, we need to eliminate them. But to eliminate them, we should be first aware of ourselves. Next is a value system. Value system can be good or oblique bad. I'll call it, positive value system and a negative value system. So each value system will contribute to your decision-making process. So if you have strong value system, professional value, personal value, ethical value, cultural value, they will manifest in your decisions. So we must have a clear perception about what are my inner value system. Values are psychological objects. They are not visible, but they influence our thoughts and our behavior. And they are the psychological power within us. So we need to understand what are my core weaknesses, core strengths, what are my power. They will be the pillars on which we can build our life along. Needs. These are the inner needs that are suppressed within us, but it operates. My need for power, recognition, my need for fame, whatever, money or whatever. Motives. Every action has an intention component. Every action has an intention component. What is visible is action. What needs to be recognized is the intention. Many times our intention may be good, but our actions may be wrong. Many times our actions may be right, but the intentions may be wrong. And the only person who knows it, me. So self-awareness will help you. And my emotions. Emotions ko main bolta hu energy in motion. Emotion. Energy in motion. Higher the energy, higher will be the propensity of your action. So we must know whether I want to achieve something. Do I have that emotional energy to achieve that? Otherwise, it is like sending Chandrayaan to moon, but energy nahi hai to beech mein hi gir jayega. So many times we set aspirations, we set ambitions, goals. We are not able to achieve it because the energy is lacking. Emotional energy is lacking. So we'll talk about it in the subsequent slide. Now, self-awareness will allow you to understand yourself. And once you understand yourself, it becomes easy to understand others. So if you're a married person, observe your wife, observe yourself, look at the quality of your relationship. You cannot manage this relationship unless you manage yourself. So it will help you to understand yourself better. Once you understand yourself better, it becomes easy to understand others. People who are going for SSB interview or any other interview, you must first understand yourself. Only then they will understand you. So, and once you understand yourself, it will help you to understand others, your perception about others, and you will also recognize how people will perceive you, how your spouse perceives you, how your professor is perceiving you, depending upon how aware are you. And finally, it allows you to understand, recognize your value system, belief system, all those things I have already told you. And this will also help you that how are you responding to various situations in life. And you can actually foresee the likely behavior of yours in a particular situation. That is ability to see the future behavior on a particular context. So this will help you to understand your own inner biases that helps you to, all those things. So now what I'll do is, I initial portion ko bahut jaldi kar diya. There are various modules under this I cover, but because of time constraint, I will only take one concept, Zohari window. I'm sure all of you would have been familiar with this, especially management students. Okay, somebody has texted me to make the chat private. I'll do that. just text if you're able to hear me. Just बीच बीच में text करते रहना, because I've muted you. I'm not getting feedback. Just text yeah, hello एक बार सुनने के लिए. Okay, fine. So today I'll take Zohari window, and sometime बाद में अगर मुझे मौका मिला तो I'll take something SWOT analysis my way, and then something called lifeline analysis, and another module called assisted introspection. This will be like a complete whitewashing of your inner world, and this will help you in multiple domains, including your relationship, whether it is with your parents or whether it's in a college or in your professional relationship. Zohari window. Now, for a simplistic definition, Zohari window is a technique that helps people understand themselves and their relationship with others in a manner, right? This can be applied on an organization, and this can also be applied on an individual. We are today limiting our discussion only to individual, and that also self, khud ko. So let's take it. Imagine this is you. ये आप हो आज की डेट में. Today at 12 o'clock, 16th July, this is you. Now, you can understand yourself by dividing yourself into 4 quadrants. आप लोगों को ये पता भी होगा, पहले भी कभी देखा होगा. The 4 quadrants are called Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Q1 is called open area. We'll see what is this. Q2 is called blind area. Q3 blind area को मैं दीपक तले अंधेरे में बोलता हूं. इसको मेरा भाषा में मैं इसको गांधारी बोलता हूं. गांधारी कौन है? A person who can see but refuses to see, क्योंकि पट्टी बांध रखी है. तो हमारे अंदर भी कुछ है, हम इसके बारे में आगे बात करेंगे. Q3 I call it the hidden area. ये वो जगह है जहां पे हम अपने जीवन के सड़े हुए आलू छुपा के रखते हैं. So Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 is the unknown area. And this unknown area is 90% of our personality, which is called the subconscious mind. So subconscious mind, 90%. Sometime if I get another chance, I'll talk about personality formation over years. We will touch about this, किसके अंदर का data क्या है, how does it get built, and how does it affect our life and relationship. Now, एक छोटा सा example के लिए समझ लो. Imagine Q4 is the engine. Q4 is the engine. So the power lies in the engine, and the control is in the conscious part, which is your mind and intellect. So all these things I'll not cover it now. So this is the Q1, Q3 and Q2 are the conscious part, which simply forms the 10% of your personality, whereas the 90% of personality is Q4, which is called the unknown dimension of a personality, subconscious mind. If you have studied iceberg theory of personality, the top of the iceberg is 10%. So that is consisting of Q1, Q2 and Q3, and the rest which is submerged is the 90%, which is the subconscious mind. So we will not touch that, just to give a correlation between what I'm going to cover hence here on. Now let us see what is in each of these components. Now the Q1 is some kind of information about you that you know about yourself and others know about yourself. Now to understand it better, now those of you students, just imagine you are this is you are the student, and let's take your father, or let's take your mother. So this is father, this is mother. You can take any relationship. Those of you married, take this is you and this is your spouse. So your husband and your wife. You can put any relationship. You can put any professional relationship. This is you and this is your boss. Any relationship. So any relationship can be understood using these 4 quadrants. So what is Q1? Q1 is that piece of information about me, which I know about myself, and my father, my mother also knows about it. Now the degree to which they know may different. So it is not standard ki whatever father knows, the mother also will know. No, it is depending upon the quality of my relationship. Now all of you imagine, how much of information about you your parents know. Many things they know because they are your father, but many things they don't know because you have deliberately decided to hide it with them. Now take a relationship of husband and wife. Now put your husband in front, put your wife in front. Look at the information that you are willing to share and look at the information that you are not willing to share. You wish to put it in the Q3. I'll elaborate it subsequently. Dobara main bol raha hu. Q1 is first of all called the open area. So we are very comfortable sharing this piece of information with everybody. So when I came here, like Brigadier Baljinder Singh today came and he gave an introduction. So what did you do? You had no information about him. He gave that information from Q3, which was within him and brought it to Q1. So all of us are now aware of him. Sir, ye hai, and all those things. So this is Q1. I know about myself and others know about myself. This is like an open book. What is Q2? Q2 is Deepak Tale Andhera. What does it mean? This is that dimension of my personality which I'm not aware, but it exists. But others who interact with me, they can recognize. So for example, if I'm a son, I know my father is getting angry. I can see the anger, but I don't know why he's getting angry because the source is within me. Let me again explain. When you are blind, when you're Gandhari, you're blind. Iska matlab hai certain dimension of your personality you are not aware. For example, suppose you suffer from low self-esteem, and you don't know, but you suffer. Now this low self-esteem becomes the cause, and this cause will come with the effect. So you can see the effect. You can see the effect coming. You can see that you're feeling low confidence. You're not able to interact with people. You're not able to, express what you want to express. Your performance is low. So you can feel the effect, but you don't know the source. The source lies within you, but it's blind to you. It is Deepak Tale Andhera. So when you light a candle, the candle can give light all around, but right below it is blind. In the army, we have tank. This tank can fire 30 kilometer, 40 kilometer ahead, but right below it, if somebody comes, it cannot do anything. That's a blind spot. So there is a blind spot in our personality. So this blind spot, now I want you to type, is it good to have blind spot, a bigger blind spot, or is it not good? Just type it. I've muted you because of the noise there. All students who are listening to me, we need to reduce it. And there are ways to reduce it. We'll see. Now just imagine you are a professional or you are in a married relationship and your relationship is in trouble. Your relationship is in trouble for various reasons, and you are not able to identify the source because the source lies in your Q2. Your life will be misery because you will only experience the effects of those, but you can never recognize the causes which are within you, but they are fall in the blind area. This needs to be reduced. कैसे हम उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. Let's see what is in the Q2. Q2 is this piece of information. It is about me, but I don't know about it. I don't know that I am suffering like this. I don't know I am arrogant. I don't know that I have got too much of ego. I feel I am a nice person, but the effect is felt by others. My parents have, have cut off from me. My friends are going away. My professors are not liking me. My boss gives me poor appraisal even though I work very hard. My friends suspect me. All these things are happening. Effects I can see. The cause I'm not seeing. Why I'm not able to see? Because this is that part of your personality which is not known to you, but it is known to others. So your mother, your father, your professor, your teacher, your boss, your friends, they keep saying, "Yaar, why are you behaving like this? तेरे को समझ में नहीं आता बार-बार." मम्मी बोलती है, "बेटा तू पापा से ऐसे क्यों बोलता है?" "नहीं मम्मा, मैंने तो सही बोला." What is it happening? Mama is able to see certain issues in you because she is observing you from a detachment, but you are not able to see. So this Q2 has to be reduced. To reduce Q2, वो क्या करना हम थोड़ी देर में देखेंगे. Let us see what is Q3. Q3 is that piece of information. Q3 is that piece of information which I know about myself, but others don't know. So I don't deliberately tell it to my father, because if I tell it to my father will beat me, he will kick me, he will lose my trust on me. These are those things that I do, and I choose deliberately to hide. So if I'm a husband, I do something behind my wife, and in front of my wife I talk very sweetly, but this piece of information I hide, because if I reveal it, it will disturb my relationship. This I call the Sadawa Alu. Now this Sadawa Alu need not be your behavior problem only. It can be also your past experience, some bad experience, some good experience. Good experience we definitely share. Some, your actions that come out of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh or Ahankar. So when I operate out of extreme Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh and Ahankar, these things I will tend to hide it. So now you imagine, if you're a husband, wife, if you're a father and son, if you're a professor and a boss, अगर आपके बीच में hiding शुरू हो जाए, तो ये hiding से क्या होगा? Your Q1 will become small and Q3 will become big. You will become a very secretive person. So those of you who are parents and you have teenagers, look at the way your teenagers behave with you. You find very suspicious, you find them very darwaja band karke rakhte hain, you find that they are not sharing information. Iska matlab their Q3 is increasing. So increase of Q3 is not correct, because उसमें कहीं ना कहीं communication channel block हो जाता है. Many people, I'm a marriage counselor and I'm a teenage counselor. So when people come to me, they come with a very big Q3. They don't speak to anybody, and also they have a very big Q2. So they have a big Q2 that keeps them, make them suffer. They have a big Q3, and this Q3 becomes an emotional pressure cooker. You understand what is an emotional pressure cooker? You have a pressure cooker and it does not have a safety valve, and the heat is burning. आग लगा हुआ है, and suddenly one day it blasts. So extreme of this is depression oblique aggression. Aggression is anger turned outward. Depression is anger turned to yourself. The extreme behavior of this is this. So in any relationship, if it is a relationship based on trust, you need to have a very, very little Q3 information, hardly anything to hide, because everything should come here. And this will only happen when there is a high degree of trust in relationship, high degree of trust in relationship. So if today, if your relationship with the parents are not good, it is simply because there is a trust deficit. There is an emotional blockage. And unless this blockage is cleared, this information will not come to Q1. And this itself can become the source for many psychosomatic diseases. What does it mean? Psychosomatic diseases are those diseases जो हमारे मन से शुरू होता है, negative thoughts or uncontrolled चल के it gets into our body, and then our immune system gets weak and it manifests as a physical diseases. And today I'm a speaker for a couple of medical organizations and also Brahma Kumari ka medical wing mein. Today 90% of our diseases are psychosomatic in nature. So Sushant Singh Rajput is a recent example. We don't know what is his truth because there's a lot of things, but if it is a suicide, the origin of this behavior is from faulty thinking pattern. So agar yahan tak mein samajh mein aa gaya, so let's get into what is Q4. Now I will not take Q4 right now because this is a topic in itself. Q4 is that dimension which neither I am aware not others are aware. Iska matlab kya hai? 90% of our personality is not known to us. Now that's, look at the volume, 90%. यानी कि अगर आप मम्मी पापा के साथ रहते हो, even if you say I know my mummy 100%, your 100% cannot be more than 10% because 90 is anyway subconscious. I hope यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया. Now, today's question is self-awareness. So self-awareness to understand our own thoughts, feeling, emotion. And second, usme the multiple arrows, mein one of them was to understand what lies within us in terms of our past mistakes or the decision that we took. So what I will do is, we understand that in any relationship, as part of our harmony in relationship, we have to expand this Q1. We have to expand this Q1 in such a manner that Q2 reduces, and we have to expand the Q1 downwards so that the Q3 reduces. Yahan tak agar samajh mein aaya, please write yes. अगर यहां तक समझ में, just write yes. Okay, if you यहां तक समझ में आ गया, तो let me ask you couple of questions so that we can know कि हमारे अंदर क्या क्या है. Take one relationship. Take one relationship. If you're married, take your husband, take your wife. And if you're a student, take your relationship with your professor or your friend. Or if you want to take your relationship with the parents, you take whatever. और अगर आजकल आप लड़के लड़की ना boyfriend girlfriend में हो, take your boyfriend or take your girlfriend. And let us see how much is the open area between you and your husband, you and your father. Do you think your relationship with your father, with your professor, with your boss, with your subordinate, with your wife, with your husband, does it have a big open area or there is hiding? Check karo. If I put my daughter in front of me, I think there is a lot of communication between me and her. Hardly anything we are hiding. Absolutely. जब Q1 बड़ा होता है तो रिश्तों में हल्कापन आ जाता है. जब Q1 बड़ा होता है रिश्तों में हल्कापन आ जाता है, ट्रस्ट बढ़ता है और ट्रांसपेरेंसी बढ़ता है, एंड हार्मनी जनरेट होता है. हार्मनी इन रिलेशनशिप, whatever. So if you want to take decision, when you take decisions with absolute transparency, it builds trust in the environment. So look at your relationship with the husband, wife, father, mother. Is there a strong foundation of trust? If you are to choose between love and trust, what will you choose? I will say go for trust. Love will follow. If you go for love in absence of trust, you can be betrayed. Now, I want to ask you, to all boys and girls and to all people who are listening, if you're married, what are the information that you're holding, withdrawing from your spouse, and why? Are you doing certain actions in your life that you have to deliberately put it in Q3? If you are doing it, you are not doing something right in your life. As a student, if you stay in hostel, what you do in hostel, if you have to hide too much of it, something wrong is happening in your life. Now, to make it more easier for you, हमारा जो Q3 के अंदर जो सड़ा हुआ आलू है, we can classify into 3 categories. One is पानी की लकीर, पानी की मतलब water, पानी की लकीर, sand, रेत की लकीर, and पत्थर की लकीर. What does it mean? पानी की लकीर मतलब when you draw a line on a stream of water, it simply vanishes. मतलब those events does not have significant effect on our life. So it does not matter much. So let's ignore पानी की लकीर. Sand, रेत की लकीर. These are those events in our life. These are those events in our life that have got significant impact for a prolonged period, but gradually with time, the impact of it reduces. For example, if you're a student and you fail in 12th, so your 1 year is gone. So 1 year until you get a job, this will keep haunting you. If you're going for an interview, you will always be there, oh my God, I have a backlog. So it will have an effect. If you have a problem in relationship and that problem takes time, naturally it will have a consequence. But once the problem gets healed, so Reet ki lakir, with time, it can heal. But there's a third category which is called Patthar ki lakir. What does it mean? Patthar ki lakir are those experiences in life that will have lifelong consequence. Lifelong consequence. For example, in my own life, when my daughter was 12 years age, my wife expired. Now this expiry of my wife was a one-time event, but the impact of it is going to be lasting. If I have taken some decisions which went wrong, and if those wrong decisions are of severe nature, ho sakta hai uske decisions are extremely, long lasting. Sometimes your marriage itself can become a patthar ki lakir. As a counselor, I've seen beautiful relationships going absolutely, toxic because of misunderstanding. And then you feel, my God, मैंने चंद्रमुखी सोचा था, ये तो ज्वालामुखी छोड़ो सूरजमुखी निकली. So your decisions can go absolutely wrong. Many times as a student, you take decisions under the peer pressure, under the influence of your, parents ki engineering kar lo, doctor ban jao, and then you find you are a square peg in a round hole. In the armed forces, many boys and girls come thinking armed forces 2 stars milega. Once they come into it, the system demands it expects certain performance from you, and then you find you are not fitting, you are not made for that, and then you are you're stuck into that. So it is very, very important to understand what are the events in my life that is creating that pain in me, which is affecting my life and relationship. So I want you to make a list. Today the session is small, so I want all of you to make a list before we have sometime next session. What are the things that you're hiding? Why are you hiding? What is stopping you from bringing from Q3 to Q1? And किसी के जीवन में तो ये Q3 इतना बड़ा होता है कि उनको capacity बढ़ाना पड़ जाता है. That means you're completely going on a wrong tangent. If you're a student, you must know you have joined this college ASPM with a goal. Please focus on the goal. That focus on the goal is the key to success, the means adopted to achieve the goal. You have to focus on that. But कहीं ना कहीं हम goal setting से दो महीने के बाद हम goal setting पे चले जाते हैं. ना girl मिलता ना goal मिलता. That's a very distorted kind of a thing. Those of you who are married relationship, I'm a marriage counselor. You have to understand our relationship between two people, whether it's husband and wife. It is not how we speak with each other, or it is not how we behave with each other. That is social mass. Our relationship ka basis is how we think about each other. So those of you in married relationship, look at the quality of your relationship by analyzing the quality of your partner, the way you think about it. So put your husband in front, put your wife in front, and look at the way you're creating the thoughts. Is there purity in that thought, or is there anger, frustration? ऐसा लगता है ये मुझे समझते नहीं है. वो आपको समझते नहीं है. क्या आप अपने आप को समझते हो? and look at the amount of emotional garbage that you've held. This pen is about 10 grams. I can hold it for some time, but after some time, my hand starts paining, not because of this pen has become heavier, because since I'm holding it for so long, my hand is getting paralyzed. Similarly, these are psychological garbage that we're holding in our head, and these garbages has to be released. So I conduct a module sometime, agar mujhe mauka milega to I'll definitely cover. We should learn the art of forgiving and forgetting. अगर हमें अपने रिश्तों को हील करना है, खुद को हील करना है, we need to heal our emotional dimension. Today we are so focused on the intellectual growth that we are ignoring this emotional dimension. Today I don't understand what's happening within us. I understand what is happening in Mars. I understand what is Elon Musk doing. I understand everything, but I don't understand what's happening within me. So when you understand what's happening within me, it becomes easy to understand what's happening outside me, because your state of mind determines your response outside. हमें success चाहिए. Material success cannot bring inner satisfaction. Satisfaction is my own template. Success is an external template. So let us be first satisfied with our own self, then look for success and aspiration outside. You know, today our generation is running behind cup. The cup does not define the quality of coffee. The purpose of the cup is to hold the coffee. So we need to redefine ourselves and our relationship. Only then the true meaning of success will come. A material success with a failed relationship or a failed physical health or a failed emotional health is of no meaning. So I think we need to redefine it. And once you understand why you're doing all these Q3 building, then you can also understand what is the problem with Q2. Q2, we have to reduce this Q2, and the way to reduce this Q2 is two. What is that two? One is you have to ask. You have to ask. So you may have to sit with your husband or with your wife, with your father, with your mother, and find out what is going wrong in your relationship. And to ask, you need to have the courage to accept constructive criticism. So this is a leadership quality that if you want to improve yourself, you must have the courage to ask for information. And when you get the information, that information is definitely not going to be good, because they have the weaker dimension of you. So you need to have the capacity to accept constructive criticism. अगर आप इससे नहीं पूछोगे और Q2 रख के घूमते रहोगे तो दीपक तले अंधेरा है. What is the point of having your eyes when your mind is blind? दोबारा बोलता हूं, what is the point of having these two eyes when your mind is blind? We need to open the inner dimension to ourselves. So I will request you, जिस भी relationship में दर्द है, you need to communicate there. So communication is the key. You have to ask, and one asking can be asking your own self, why I'm doing what I'm doing. What is the motive behind my actions? Am I operating out of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar? Why I'm creating so much of garbage within me and my relationships? You know, there are two types of mistake. Kabhi mere ko chance milega to we'll talk about it. One is called error of judgment. Second is called error of intent. Error of judgment, error of intent. Error of judgment, ये मेरे डिसीजन में गलतियां हुआ है, माफ करना बहुत आसान है. फॉर एग्जांपल, मेरे हाथ में एक ग्लास है, मैं क्लास लेते लेते गलती से हाथ लग गया और गिर के टूट गया, लेकिन एरर ऑफ जजमेंट था. सेकंड इज मैंने उसको उठा के फेंक दिया. दिस इज नॉट एरर ऑफ जजमेंट, दिस इज एरर ऑफ इंटेंट. So check karna. I want all young boys and girls who are listening to me today, that whatever you're doing today and putting in the Q3, do they form part of error of judgment? Do they form part of error of judgment, or do they form part of error of intent? If it is error of intent, you are not a very good person. अगर आप deliberately कुछ activity कर रहे हो, knowing fully well that this is wrong, you need to correct. You may become successful, but the means you adopt to achieve the success may not be legitimate. And Swami Vivekananda ne bola tha ki you have to pay as much attention to the means adopted to achieve the goal, as much importance you give to the goal itself. So, rishton ko hum kaise nibha rahe hain? The way I treat my parents, if tomorrow my children treat me, will I be okay? The way I respect my professors, tomorrow when I become professor, will it be okay? The way I'm conducting myself behind the back of my parents, tomorrow my children, my daughter, my son does, will it be okay? You have to think, can you treat others the way you want to be treated? दोबारा बोल रहा हूं, can you treat others the way you want to be treated? Tomorrow when you have a children, would you have to have a big Q1 or a big Q3? Decide. Make your conscious choice. Between the stimulus and the response, we have the freedom of choice. So you need to understand कि why are you creating this, and you must also know कि आपके और आपके success, relationship or whatever उसके बीच में what are the obstacles, what within your personality are the hindering factors, your weaknesses, which is prohibiting you from achieving your goal, whatever aspirations that. So to reduce Q2, the method is to ask two types of asking from people outside, mummy, papa, professors, and seeking self-reflection. खुद से भी पूछो. That is called introspection, spirituality means. So I conduct a module assisted introspection, which will help you to go inward and seek your own answers. Let us be my own guide. And second is to ask others. Professor के पास sir मेरे को बताओ, how should I improve? What are my weaknesses? Go to your father, go to your mother. But for doing this, I told you need to have that moral courage. And you should also know the art of communication. Communication is not simply speaking. Communication involves 3 C's: connect, convey, and convince. 3 C's of communication. You should know the art of connection. This happens at the emotional level. Bhavnatmak spar pe. If a husband and wife is not connected, if your mother and father don't feel connected, there is no communication. It is only noise. It is like a mobile phone. If I dial a number, and if it is not connected, if I start speaking, where is it going? It is simply noise. So don't create noise in communication. Create communication. And communication will only happen when you know the art of connecting. Connect, convey, convince. Today, our generation has lost this skill. We are connected with so many friends on the Facebook, but we are disconnected with our own self. So we need to understand the art of connect, convey. So we need to reconnect. And to reduce your Q3, trust is the key. The more trust comes in relationship, more information will start flowing from Q3 to Q1. So to increase your Q1 and reduce your Q3, what needs to be worked upon? Trust. The more trust comes in relationship, this will come. So trust is the key. And when trust comes, you will tell the information that you're holding. So if me and my daughter, if we want to have a trusting and a big Q1, I need to trust my daughter and my daughter need to trust me. When there is a relationship of trust, she will have no fear in communicating her good and bad experience and experiments. And if I react to that, if I start, तुमको शर्म नहीं आता तुमने ऐसे कैसे किया, she will block it. And in many relationships, I'm a marriage counselor, there is so much of blockage. People are moving garbage bins. People are beautiful, moving garbage bins because there's so much of emotional garbage people are holding. And this emotional garbage affects the way I think. So between the stimulus and the response, we have the freedom of choice. And to make this freedom of choice correct, first step is to generate a high degree of self-awareness. So मैंने इसको बहुत छोटे में किया, बहुत shortcut मारा है. So we need to know how to reduce this Q3. इस गंध को निकालना है. Once ये गंध को निकाल लिया, this is like internal cleaning. जब मन हल्का हो जाएगा, everything will become easy for you. Your success also, because clarity in perception is more important than confidence. A confidence with lack of clarity can be disastrous. दोबारा बोल रहा हूँ, all young boys and girls who are here, I don't know, आप लोग मुझको समझ रहे हो नहीं है. Your clarity in perception is more important than confidence. Many of us have got superficial confidence. The gift wrapping does not define the quality of gift. We need to recognize the gift within us. That's the core of my entire thing. So we'll talk about it. My time is also over. चलो लास्ट स्लाइड. आजकल हम लोग एक्सटर्नल पॉलिशिंग के लिए बहुत जाते हैं, लड़के भी जाते हैं, लड़कियां भी जाते हैं ना. शहनाज हुसैन पता नहीं क्या क्या करते हैं आजकल, तो कोरोना के कारण थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया है. नाउ दिस एक्सटर्नल is good because this makes us look beautiful. But the question is, are we beautiful? The physical beauty will fade away with time, but the beauty must shift from your face to your heart. So you will only become a good human being when you have a beautiful heart, and that needs inner cleaning. कहते हैं मन एक मंदिर. मंदिर में बिल्डिंग चमकने से नहीं चलेगा, जहां पे प्रतिष्ठा है उसमें कचरा जमा हो गया आज। तो हमारे भी मन एक मंदिर में कचरा जमा हो गया। वी वांट टू अचीव सक्सेस, बट द मीन्स दैट वी आर अडॉप्टिंग, वी नीड टू बी केयरफुल अबाउट दैट। एंड सक्सेस इज नॉट इन वन डायमेंशन. योर academic success and your professional success is not only the one domain of success. There are 3 other domains, that is of physical success, intellectual success, emotional success, and the value success, financial success, relational success, all dimension. So I hope you have understood that. So we need to do some inner cleaning, and self-awareness is a powerful tool. So if you can manage the world inside you, you can manage the world outside you. That's a key. This you can apply in all walks of life, including your relationship, professional ho, koi bhi ho, and your relationship with myself. My relationship with myself should be the strongest. Only then my relationship with others will have any meaning. So, you know, last my closing में एक लड़का था, वो नाइट्स 9 to 12 मूवी देखने जा रहा था। तो उसने देखा कि उसका सुरेश, लेट्स टेक सुरेश, सो सुरेश वाज गोइंग फॉर मूवी एंड रमेश वाज in front of this light post looking for something. तो सुरेश ने इससे पूछा, रमेश what happened, what are you searching for? he said, यार तू जा यार, मेरे को परेशान मत कर, मैं बहुत देर से पहले ही परेशान हूँ, गो। 2-3 बार पूछा, उसने उसको भगा दिया। So Suresh goes for movie. After movie, when he comes back at 12 o'clock, Ramesh is still searching for something here. तो सुरेश ने पूछा, यार रमेश क्या हो गया रे, 3 घंटे का मूवी देखे तू अभी भी यहाँ पे? बोलता है, यार मेरी चाबियां गुम हो गया। बोला चाबियां गुम हो गया, and you're looking for here for 3 hours, what happened? बोलता है, यार नहीं मिल रहा। बोला कहाँ गुम हुआ है? Now look what Ramesh says. बोलता गुम तो एक्चुअली वहां हुआ है, वहां अंधेरा है, यहाँ उजाला है, इसलिए मैं यहाँ ढूंढ रहा हूं। रमेश क्या बोलता है, चाबियां गुम तो वहां हुआ है, लेकिन वहां अंधेरा है, इधर उजाला है, तो मैं चाबियां इधर ढूंढ रहा हूं। That's a problem. Today we are looking for all solution outside us, but the solution lies within us. So that is the whole dimension of self-awareness. मैंने इसको बहुत ही cryptic बना दिया, and I don't know if I've been able to do some justice to 1 hour. So I'll open the I will request you, when I open the mic, I will request only JSPM के students, faculty, Brigadier Gill to open. All other students, please don't open your mics. Only students of JSPM, professors, and Brigadier Gill. I'll request all others to keep your mic muted. Ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am? Hello. Mrs. Duggal, ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Now I am able to hear.
Ma'am, I don't know. मैंने बहुत जल्दी कर दिया।
सर बहुत बढ़िया सेशन लिया आपने on self awareness, and I would like to call my faculty members if they want to contribute.
Sure, ma'am. मैंने बहुत मैम भाग के किया मैम। बहुत
बढ़िया सेशन लिया सर, मैंने पूरा सुना, लेकिन मैं उठ के भी नहीं गई। बहुत बढ़िया।
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, any faculty members kindly contribute.
Good afternoon, Ganesh sir.
Good afternoon.
This is Dr. Vijayashree Mehta.
Yes, ma'am.
From MBA department. It was really a fabulous session, sir. Very nice session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, just I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
As it was regarding the self-awareness.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
sometimes, let's say, it is regarding the stress management. When we try to do the meditation and all,
Yes.
many thoughts comes in our mind.
Yes, ma'am.
And we are not able to concentrate on one thought. So
Yes, ma'am.
how to get rid of this?
मैम इट विल बी, आपको पहले मैं बताता हूँ, ये जो स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट की बात है ना, स्ट्रेस का आप लोग एमबीए में हैं, हम एमबीए में भी हम लोग स्ट्रेस वगैरह के बारे में बात करते हैं। मैम स्ट्रेस का जो फिजिक्स में जो डेफिनेशन है, स्ट्रेस इज फोर्स अपॉन एरिया। स्ट्रेस का जो फिजिक्स का डेफिनेशन है, स्ट्रेस इज फोर्स अपॉन एरिया। इसी चीज को मैम अगर लाइफ से कनेक्ट करके देखें तो स्ट्रेस इन लाइफ इज इक्वल टू external force or the force of the situation divided by the coping area, my internal coping capacity. Ma'am, have you understood मैं क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ? हेलो मैम, मैंने ये बोला कि हमारे जीवन का जो स्ट्रेस है वो फिजिक्स के स्ट्रेस के साथ हम इक्वेट कर सकते हैं। फिजिक्स का स्ट्रेस इज फोर्स अपॉन एरिया। यहाँ पे परिस्थिति जो मेरे ऊपर प्रेशर क्रिएट कर रहा है डिवाइडेड बाय मनोस्थिति, my frame of mind with which I'm handling it. So if the numerator becomes bigger than the denominator, we experience stress. I don't know whether I've been able to say, देखो मैम, I'll just tell you, stress is equal to force upon area. लाइफ का है when the external situation is higher than my internal capacity to handle that, I experience stress. So you will realize ki if there is a person one, so stress for person one, his ability to handle that stress is much higher than us. Why? Situation is same, but his ability to handle that stress is higher. So the differentiating factor is not the external situation. The differentiating factor is my ability to withstand that. Now the question is, आपका कहने का मतलब है जब मेडिटेशन करो मन भागता, मन इसलिए भागता है मैम, मन एक घोड़े की तरह है, मन is like a wild horse and intellect is the one which acts as a rein. So when my mind is left free, it starts running wild. But when the mind comes under the influence of your intellect is the logical control over the mind. आप, I don't know मेरी बात आप समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है, हमारे या हमें आपने बोला मेरा मन भागता है तो यूं समझ लो मैम, आप एक you are a chariot और आपके 5 घोड़े हैं. Your 5 sense perceptions are your घोड़ा, आंख, नाक, tongue, and each घोड़ा has to run in one particular direction to give that effort, that achievement of whatever you want to achieve. But क्या होता है, under pressure our horses start running helter skelter and we lose control of the mind. The mind has to control these 5 sense perception, but the mind itself has to be controlled by the intellect. So what happens is, since we have not trained to take charge of our mind, it starts running helter skelter whenever pressure experiences. So it is a mismanagement of the world inside that हमारा घोड़ा pressure में भागना शुरू हो जाता है, whereas in pressure we should be able to apply brake. So meditation definitely helps you to exercise control on your mind, but that meditation cannot suddenly give you result because this ghoda is not habitual of sitting idle. We have not trained this ghoda to obey our intellect. I don't know, मेरी बात समझ में आ रहा है मैम? मतलब हम मन मर्जी करते हुआ है. देखो हमारा बच्चा है, वो बच्चा कुछ भी करता है, हम प्यार में उसको करने देते हैं. जब वो ज्यादा हो जाता है तब बोलते हैं बच्चा बिगड़ गया. बच्चा बिगड़ा नहीं है, हमने बच्चे को लगाम लगाना नहीं सिखाया. तो हमें लाइफ में 2 चीज चाहिए, फ्रीडम एंड कंट्रोल. फ्रीडम टू थिंक एंड व्हेन रिक्वायर्ड कंट्रोल. और ये एक पेरेंटिंग का प्रोसेस है कि बच्चे को हमें बाउंड्री भी दिखाना है और फ्रीडम भी देना है. हम कभी कभी इतना बाउंड्री लगा देते हैं, स्ट्रिक्ट पेरेंटिंग, देयर आर 4 स्टाइल्स ऑफ पेरेंटिंग, इतना डिक्टेटोरियल पेरेंटिंग करते हैं कि द चाइल्ड बिकम्स कंप्लीटली पैक्ड. नाउ ही डज नॉट नो हाउ टू रिएक्ट टू सिचुएशन. And then there is another form called permissive parenting, where we give so much of freedom to the child does not recognize the boundaries. So we have to have a balance between love and law. Love and law. Love is emotion, law is reason. So जब तक हम ये love and law अपने ऊपर apply नहीं करेंगे, we cannot exercise that state of control. बाहर की परिस्थिति मेरे मनस्थिति को बिगाड़ना नहीं चाहिए. What is happening is our mind is accelerating. It is like a car which is supposed to run at 1000 RPM. Under pressure, it is going to 1500. No, we should know how to regulate that. Meditation helps, but it will only come with process. And since you have asked, ma'am, I will request कभी मुझे दोबारा time मिलेगा तो I'll take a module on this. And in any situation, we can operate in that situation in 2 ways. One is samasya swarup, where we focus so much on the problem that the problem itself starts magnifying. And second is samadhan swarup, where in the first step we analyze the problem and we must have a capacity to detach from the problem and observe the problem from a point of detachment. When you detach from that problem, आपके अंदर inner stability आता है. So we don't know the skill of detaching from the problem. Today, ma'am, Corona ho gaya. Corona is there in the external environment. You and me are today, by the grace of God, we are safe. But when we watch too much of a TV and take that input, what is happening is we have not infested with physical Corona, but our mind has got, Corona infested. Itna ghabra gaya hai mind. We are not able to filter what needs to be taken and what needs to be eliminated. So this is a life skill, ma'am. And if I get a chance, I cover a module called Developing 8 Powers of the Self, where we understand how this machine has to operate. Today what has happened is, ma'am, हम ये gadget use कर लेते, सब कुछ use कर लेते हैं, लेकिन we don't know the applications that are existing in our own self. So meditation will only understand when you understand the mechanism of inner self, how the mind and intellect and the subconscious operate in tandem. One mind dominating our intelligence, we can never meditate, ma'am. Many people, Modi ji को देखो मैम, even under crisis you can see with lot of stability. उन्होंने तो एक बार बद्रीनाथ में बैठ गए थे. What is he doing, ma'am? He's stabilizing his mind, taking control of the mind. So what you said is a practical problem. Many students, all of us, ma'am, in relationship, छोटे-छोटे problem हो जाते हैं. Husband ने कोई छोटी सी बात 7 दिन पहले बोला, आज भी पकड़ के रखा है, उसी के बारे में सोचता रहता हूँ, और वो छोटा-छोटा एक स्टेटमेंट है मैम, wherever your attention goes, energy flows. दोबारा बोल रहा हूं मैम, wherever your attention goes, energy flows. So if you focus too much on problem, the problem will start magnifying because of energy flowing there. And if you can detach from the problem and look at the solution, your energy will flow there. So wherever your attention goes, energy flows. Management and leadership में हम इसको बोलते हैं circle of concern and circle of influence. Circle of concern वो है जहां पे हम जब एनर्जी डालते हैं तो वो सर्कल ऑफ कंसर्न एक्सपैंड होता है, बट वी कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग. दीज आर दोज एलिमेंट्स ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम टू व्हिच वी हैव नो कंट्रोल. So we are focusing too much on areas which have no control. But if you know the art of shifting from circle of concern to circle of influence, the circle of influence start growing. I don't know मेरी बात आपको समझ में आ रहा. So this is a switching of mind. I call it Sarp Drishti and Garud Drishti. Sarp Drishti helps us to analyze the problem, and Garud Drishti helps us to detach from the problem and realign to the goal in spite of the obstacle and create that options available. So ये जो stress experience होता है when we get stuck in critical thinking, it is called analysis paralysis in leadership term. Analysis paralysis. We start thinking ज़्यादा. So हमारा ability to come up with solution reduces and we are overthinking. So overthinking definitely is not a desirable thing. Stress is nothing but overthinking about the problem in such a manner that the problem राई का पहाड़ बनना. I don't know, ma'am, I've been able to convey something about it, ma'am.
Yes, it's very nice. Got it, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mehta madam, for interacting with Ganesh sir. Now I would like to call Bode sir, Santosh Bode sir, our training and placement officer. Please, Bode sir, over to you.
संतोष बोड़े सर, पहले तो मैं आपको थैंक यू बोलता हूँ to get me through to दुग्गल मैम, because of which I'm taking these sessions. Otherwise, संतोष बोड़े सर के साथ मैंने एक बार इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में conducted SSB related seminar also. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you are, sir. Hello, sir. मैम सर की आवाज नहीं आ रही मैम.
Sir, I am audible now, Ganesh
Yeah,
sir?
you are. Santosh sir, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. And thanks for being with us for a couple of times. And thank you to Dugal madam for arranging all these kind of sessions for faculty. Ganesh ji, I'm one of the biggest admirers of your work.
Correct, sir.
The
Thank you,
way passionately you connect with the kids. You use a different language there. That is something may not be possible for you when you are talking to the faculty.
Sir.
But one thing is for sure, sir, we are blessed to have people like you around us.
Correct, sir.
There is always a phenomenal respect for the people who always who serve the country in different capacities,
Sir.
be it army or in air force or in navy. We always salute and have high regards for people like you.
Sir.
And yeah, there is a lot of feedback which always comes from students whomsoever contacts you through the WhatsApp group of Jai Hind created in RSUE.
Sir.
Yesterday only I got a call from one of my alumni, Atul Patil.
Sir.
Now he's captain and soon he will be, I think he will be going to the next, whatever post is available to him in quick time.
Sir.
Taking care of IT infrastructure in that army setup.
Sir.
So Ganesh ji, thank you very much, and be in touch.
Sure.
There are a lot of programs we are going to do in the future as well for JSPM and for Federation also from Federation India side as well.
Sir.
So I will be personally in touch with you, sir. So nice of you for being with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bode sir, for interacting with Ganesh sir. Now I would like to propose vote of thanks. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. With profound sense of gratitude, I take this opportunity to thank our today's guest speaker, Lieutenant Colonel Ganesh sir, for sharing their wisdom of knowledge on self-awareness. We would like to thank Brigadier B.S. Gill sir for interacting with us today. Thank you, Brigadier sir. Gill sir. I consider it great privilege to propose a vote of thanks to Honorable Dr. T.J. Sawant sir, Founder Secretary, JSPM and TSSM Group of Institutes. Dr. Ravi Joshi sir, Director, JSPM. Dr. P.P. Vitkar sir, Campus Director, Tathwade, for being constant source of motivation. We were deeply grateful to Dr. R.K. Jain sir, our Principal, RSCOE, Professor Devasthali sir, Vice Principal, RSCOE, Mr. S.R. Bilale sir, Mr. Ravi Sawant sir, Executive Members, JSPM, Dr. Amey Chaudhary sir, HOD, MBA Department, for their enormous cooperation in organization of this event. I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants, faculty members for the enormous contribution in making this event a success. Last but not the least, I would like to thank our student coordinators, Siddhesh Tiwari and Deepak Kurbeti, for helping me to conduct this session. I thank you all for being with us. It's being a pleasure for us. Kindly share your feedback for today's session on self-awareness. Already I have put in the chat box. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Ganesh, sir, for interacting with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Would
Thank you.
like to
Enjoy.
call you
Thank you, ma'am.
again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
This is